Welcome back to the channel, guys. Here we are. Like I said before, I'm gonna get a VR6 to put in the GTI. So let's get to it. This is the donut car right here, guys. This is it right here. We got the VR6. It's a running motor. We started it before everything started coming apart. So there's a VR6 2.8 coming out. We're gonna load this sucker up, get it in my van so we can get it back to the shop. All right. We got some other goodies that came with it. Little med box, another manifold cover, I believe it is. We got the cluster over there. This motor has 70,000 miles in it on a VR6 off of a GLI. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this out, get it in my van, and get it to the workshop. So the next clip, I'll show you it to you in the van and me heading back. Guys, the VR6 is in the vans. Now we're heading back to the shop so I can unload this and then finish the red car, so we can order all the parts we need to get this car into the 83 GTI. Of course, this is a 6-speed tranny, so that's going to come off, and we're putting another transmission on it, which is a 5-speed, to bolt onto that so we could get it in the car. So here we go, 2-hour road trip. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I haven't made a lot of videos lately because it's been a bit sporadic. So this car right here, we got the 1.8T in. We put an AEM 340 fuel pump in. But we have an issue starting it with the mass airflow sensor. We're trying to figure out if it's a harness or ECU issue. So we're gonna work on that later. But in the meantime, I got parts from S&P. Those took a long time to get, but I got some parts here. Not everything's here, but we got enough to at least try to get the VR6 in, guys. That's what I said. We're dropping a VR6 into the Mark 1 1983 GTI. So I got my boy here. He's gonna do the timing belt on it real quick, the chain, and he's gonna put in the water pump in real quick, and then we're gonna try to test fit and see if it fits in here. Anything else that we're doing to this bad boy, Scotty? But we're gonna clean her up. We gotta change
strip all the accessories down, timing chain, seal up all the oil leaks, new seals,
new pan. We gotta put a new pan in.
Putting a steel pan on it so it's a little more forgiving.
So a lot of guys do VR6s on all the swaps that we see, but no one runs AC. So we're gonna struggle on that and try to see if we could do an AC. I know the compressor is gonna hit. The compressor is gonna hit somewhere here. So we're thinking maybe we might cut this out and then reverse it. We got a stress brace that we're gonna be putting in here, and hopefully that doesn't get in the way. If not, we're gonna have to figure out another way to get AC in here, unless we do a smaller compressor or we do electrical AC, which I don't really want to go that route. I mean, we are in Florida, it's hot out here. I plan on keeping this car, hopefully, if I don't get hit with any more surprises. And then we'll see where we go from there. Definitely going to be ordering more parts from some other company like Eurowise and who's that guy that makes the harnesses? TEC. We're going to go with them. Definitely calling out Tectonics for the exhaust and the mid-pipe. Don't know if I need anything else from Sal besides his radiator and these motor mounts and stuff that took about 6 weeks to get. So that's where we're at here. So we're just going to go ahead and see if we could test fit this today so that we could finish up on the Cabrio, because we're trying to get this car done so they could go to a new owner and run perfectly without any problems. So there's still a couple little things we need to do. Of course, I got to touch up the whole undercarriage, clean up, paint all this stuff up so we don't have any preventive rust issues. I got to get the AC lines done. But hopefully this is the beginning of this car as well. So we're just taking a quick break just to clear our minds, you know, and just do something that my boy really enjoys, because he's a big VR6 guy. He's trying to leave all this old school stuff behind unless somebody wants to build it. But if we're going to build it, we got to do it right. So we're doing one here just to make sure it's right so that we know what the full part list is and what we need before we do a 1.8T swap again. Because it takes a lot of little things to get this car done. It's very tedious time. And then, you know, making sure that the parts people actually get our parts to us. So we're learning from all these different distributors to make sure who's going to send us our parts quick enough so that we can make those moves. All right, so that's a Tectonics full exhaust right here on that. And then now we're going to start figuring out what we need to put this car together. So we'll be right back with more updates once this timing is done. So he's replacing the chain right now. He's got the cam set, put a little shim in there so that they don't move. And he's working on trying to find which tool fits there, because he's not that very organized, as you can see. But he did get a haircut, so who he is. That's for me to know and for you to find out when you got 20 G's to do your own build. All right, guys, took a break on the Cabrio, so we're waiting for some parts. I'm also waiting for some parts for this, but me and my boy just got the VR6 in here, as you can see. So we got the S&P motor mounts in, got the motor all nicely painted. Besides this head, this is just a mock-up one right now because we don't want to scratch it. I got the other one outside, but at least as a start. So got the red Cabrio 1.8T outside. Just got to get a couple things done. We're going to be working on that next. So hopefully I can mix all these videos together. I didn't want to put anything out until we're more far along. But we just got it in here right now, just mocking up. Just to see where it's all going to fit and how we're going to fit the AC compressor in here and whatnot. So we'll pull this cover out. Pull this cover out right quick. You can see we got the valve cover underneath painted. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in a moment with the black one on. So here we are. Here's the cover. Don't really know if I want to use that. This is what it looks like, all blacked out. Got the motor in there, trannies all in place, all blacked out. So as you can see, when you're doing a VR6, your clearance, that's where your AC compressor hits. So what we're planning on doing is cutting out this section here, cutting that square out, getting the compressor fitting correctly, and then taking that piece and reversing it, and then tack welding it all right back. Of course, we're going to be using a support brace that we got from S&P to support the motor, because I definitely need to run AC. Living here in Florida gets hot, and it's hot today, so got to run AC. But this motor is looking sweet in here, as you can see. It's going to come out real nice. So hope you guys like it, and stay tuned for the build. I mean, this will probably take months, but we'll get it done. Hey guys, this is part of the VR6 engine swap that we're doing on the 83 GTI. So what we're doing is we mocked out a square section here where the AC compressor is going to lay at. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out, and then we're going to flip it upside down and re-weld it in so that the AC compressor fits right in place. And hopefully the support bar, which you can see here, doesn't get in the way. And if it does, we'll trim that down a little bit. We got power steering here, but maybe what I'll do is get electronic power steering and get rid of that, so I don't have that pump. But at least I got to run AC. So this is all trial and error. I'll be adding this to a future video right now, because today is the day that we got the 92 Cabriolet with the 1.8T. Look at that baby shining, man. We took her out for a drive. Got to get the AC done now on that, and a couple other little things. But this car is for sale. It's all original paint, guys. All original paint. You can see it shining. Original rims, brand new tires, new suspension, Scirocco front brakes, Scirocco front rotors, new pads, 1.8T turbo. We'll have AC on it. Asking $25K for that car, just for all the work that we did. So I'm actually not making a dime on this car. I have way more money and time into it, but I want to make sure that it's right, so that the next owner who gets it gets a real solid Cabrio. So I know you see a lot of them out there, but you're not going to find one like this. This has zero rust, all original, all original. Besides the top. Top's been redone. Okay. I honestly think this car looked badass with a black top, but the white top looks good too. So anyways, so since we got that one worked out, now we're just doing a shakedown on it, make sure everything's going to be good on it, so then I can post it up for sale. Now it's time to start on this. So today's the day we cut and see if our method works, and if it don't work, then this will be a parts car. Let's see what happens. Well guys, this is it. So I want to throw a quick video out there, show you how it started with the VR6. We're building it now. I got that part cut out. I got to make another footage of it. I went on vacation, so I'm back, but stay tuned, because we got a lot of stuff coming on this car. We're going to start working on the whole underneath engines, and we're ready to go.